Okay. I want to start this message, this reading off by saying that this is not good for everyone. This is a download that I got, and it's very new to me. This information is very new, so I'm going to try and get it out as clearly as possible. All right, so what I'm getting is somebody been through something. I'm just hearing that there's a lot of people out here working for God, and some of them look like they work for the devil, but the messages all add up at some point. God has workers everywhere, is what I'm getting. Somebody saying, don't stop. Don't stop your passion. Don't stop your calling. Don't stop what you're doing. Somebody's going to try to convict you. Somebody's going to try and say that you did something wrong, that you belong in jail. They might even send you to hell. You might go to hell, but that's not where your story ends. It's something really deep about this. Christ has people working for him. Jehovah. Jehovah Witness. Somebody's seen some things. Something about a pitfall, a trap, a snare. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Even foxes have holes, but Christ has nowhere to lay his head. I feel like somebody's in this really deep. Somebody's in really deep, and you don't have the ability to stop. You can't turn around. You can't change your mind. Something about the mark of the beast and the mark of Christ. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who knows what all of this is. And there's a lot of people that still have questions. God will generously provide all you need. So first, what's coming up with the scripture is you're in a hole right now, almost like the hole in prison. Like, not only are you in hell, but you're in a separate compartment for people who are being punished within this punishment. I feel like you're going to be provided all that you need. And it's almost like it feels like this person is starting to have doubts about what they're doing. Like, maybe I am the menace of society. You know, Christ was hung with thieves and criminals. He was hung like a common criminal. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to knows that they're following Christ. But everything that Christ is telling you to do and everywhere that he's leading you is into these dark places. You know, that's exactly where he went. That's where he went to heal people. He went to the sinners. So he's going to provide everything you need. He's going to be a light in your darkness. The heavens declare the glory of God. The sky and the sky above proclaims his handiwork. You still have access to heaven. Nothing will ever be able to separate us from the love of God. No matter how far down you go or how dark it gets, you still have access to God's voice. Okay. So I'm going to pull some scriptures. I'm going to pull 2 scriptures. And I'm going to pull some numbers. I'll just pull 2 for now. So we have 28. Something about you coming home. It's like, this is it. This is what I understand. This is what I know to be true. Something about the pineal gland. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. God is leading you somewhere. This is very clear. And maybe you felt like it was dark at some point, but know that as long as you're following him, he's lighting your path. I feel like that's a very clear reiteration of what I'm saying. 28. Mm-hmm. Something about being musically inclined. Praise we the Lord. Praise we the Lord who made all beauty for all our senses to enjoy. Oh, we are humble thanks and duty. That simple pleasure is never cloy. Praise we the Lord who made all beauty for all our senses. So this brings up this idea of shame. I feel like somebody's feeling shameful for what they feel. These senses, like the church is saying you're not supposed to feel that way. Maybe you went to jail for it. This is very dark. But whoever this is being lighted by Christ. He's not going to let any of his sheep fall astray. Wherever you are, he's reaching you. You have access to God. And many are called, but only few get through. So whoever this is, don't listen to what they're saying about you. God is reaching you. Is anything coming from here? All right, we have 3 of Cups. I see somebody, this character looks kind of dark, and it looks like this angel is juxtaposed or contrasted. The colors here look juxtaposed. There's light and dark. Is also, I feel like white and black is the same thing. For whoever's going through this issue, is the same demon that's plaguing you both. Or maybe this is somebody who's mixed. And I'm just feeling like somebody's tired. Somebody's so tired of the games, like the back and forth. I'm also hearing something about being lukewarm. Like you can't decide. You're straddling a fence. Somebody is really tired of all of this. Whatever this is that you're going through, I feel like you've had enough. I could be talking to a Capricorn. Somebody working really hard. I don't know. I'm just getting started, so this is kind of exciting for me, but I can definitely feel your pain. Maybe talking to a Leo. Somebody could be homosexual. This could be a man. Your name could start with a Y or a K. This could be about a key. Somebody could be quirky. Your name could start with an H or an O or a V. But I'm feeling like that has to do with Jehovah's key. Now I'm seeing this image of Peter kneeling before Christ and receiving the key. Maybe somebody did fellatio or something. A guy did fellatio and they feel like guilty about it. Maybe they did fellatio on a guy, but they don't feel like they're homosexual or they don't want to be. You know what? This is getting too deep. All right, so we have Taurus, maybe a Taurus, Aquarius. I feel like maybe this person was really young. I don't know. I don't feel like that's too deep for me. Then we have somebody start with a D. This could be a doctor. Something maybe happened with a doctor. Somebody is being called a rat, or I just saw this I as a T. Somebody's name could start with an R. Gerard. Something about a lanyard. Maybe you were coming home from school. If this message is for you, this is for you. And there's a message here that's saying to be assured that God still loves you, whatever it is that you feel like you're being criminalized for. But I just feel like there's something that happened. Something about opening. I'm seeing mayor. Maybe somebody giving you the key to opening or accessing things. You get like, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just hearing this message. So it's not like you're being exposed in any way. It's still between you and God, whatever it is that's going on. I literally have no clue. I just feel this energy of something new being revealed. Like it's a download, but I don't really get what it's getting at. And I also hear something about pituitary gland or pineal gland or something. And then I'm seeing this elephant blow his trunk in the sky. And elephants, I believe, it's like 6 months to learn how to use their trunk. So they really have to connect to it, the nerves and all of that. So maybe this is somebody who's learning to connect to their body, or maybe somebody else tried to connect to you like in an abusive way as a child, and it caused you to be confused. This person might have been older than you, but was still a child themselves. Even if that's not the case, I'm hearing too for this person. That's step one. The confusion that you've been through, maybe this was a sexual confusion, or your orientation was confused, like your sexuality was confused. God already knows what you're going through, and He understands that specific area of not understanding yourself. He knows, and you're not alone. Somebody might have been diagnosed with autism because of this. This was a misdiagnosis. You're not autistic. This is for some people. If you feel like you were misdiagnosed, this reading is for you. If you feel like it was a burden, like you don't want to be labeled as being sick or mentally ill, you don't have to accept that judgment. Okay. So this dude has high self-esteem, and that's what attracted this predator to you. It's not your fault. They're going to receive judgment, and their judgment is between them and God. Okay. Maybe they've been through some things. Maybe they have to forgive somebody. Christ has forgiven them as well. He loves all his children. But this has something to do with somebody getting on your nerves. I'm feeling like in a very physical way. Somebody singling you out. Maybe it was a woman. Maybe this happened to another woman or a girl or a man. I don't know. Autobiography. Tell your story. Whoever it is, you have a story to tell. Share it. I'm telling everybody. Your soul is intact. You've not lost your soul. You cannot sell your soul. It belongs to Christ. Somebody mispronouncing your name wrong. It's like, I will call you by name. Okay. And you've been through a lot, and God is having pity on you. He's just looking at your life, like almost like crying for you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Some people feel like they know it all, and they have to constantly be told to stay humble. And people are so bad. But whoever it is I'm talking to, people pity you because they see that you're struggling, and they want to lift you up because of this. Don't take advantage of it. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to isn't in the position to take advantage of anybody. And this is really like, this is God reaching out to you. One of the ways he's reaching out to you, but I feel like he reaches out to you in so many different ways. And you probably see a lot of signs of God saying he loves you and he's here with you. But this is you being lifted up from out of whatever hole you feel like you're stuck in. It is as if the dew of her mind were falling on Mount Zion, for there is blessing, even life forevermore. It's like God raining on you, pouring his blessings and his love upon you. And then there's this song like that describes these blessings as being the troubles of the world. But I feel like whoever this is sees that people's suffering is almost kind of like a fuel. It's like they're crying with you. People feeling your pain, and it's pulling you up. It's almost like, okay, so I'm seeing somebody in a hole, And you see how this small coin turns into a large coin? I'm seeing somebody in a hole, and then the sadness and suffering, the blessings that are coming towards you is like more dirt. Like somebody's filling up this hole with dirt, and then you step on all that dirt and you raise a little bit higher. And you put a bit more dirt into the hole and you raise a little bit higher. Compact all that dirt and put it under your feet where it belongs. You're not being buried. You're being rescued. And all of this is wealth. All of this is money. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. And it starts from you being in a even worse than poverty. You're so much lower than the poverty line. And this could be for some people who literally are, but this could also be in a spiritual sense, like poor spirit. Somebody is so depressed. Okay. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Somebody's feeling very comfortable in their depression. Like, yeah, they feel compacted. Almost like the only other option to being depressed is to be anxious and psychotic. Like you can't stay down. Like you don't feel grounded. These are just feelings I'm explaining, not to trigger anybody, not to trigger any empaths. But somebody is really afraid to feel what other people feel because they might have been touched by a really dark person, and that person is gonna suffer the consequences for whatever they did. But I also feel like you have access to that energy, that darkness, and you can turn it over to God. Something about the mark of the beast, turning that over to God. The world is not over yet. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. Whoever has access to this darkness, whoever's feel like they're being buried in this dirt, in this hole, you have a special angle, a special perspective where you can call people from this darkness because it's part of your light. Almost like a black light, black light shining on blankets in a hotel. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly beloved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. You have access to feelings that people cannot feel on their own. Healing energy. People are afraid to go there wherever you're going. I'm talking to somebody who maybe with this hole, and now you have this power, this healing power, this healing energy, because you're not afraid of what you've been through. You're not afraid of your past. And some people are still in there. Some people are still stuck in that hole. And by you just speaking a word over them, it's healing them because they can sense that you were able to climb up out of that hole. Some people belong in that hole. You have 8 of Swords, 38. Somebody could be 38. Somebody could be born in 83. We have 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands. And this is your family. Maybe this had to do with your family. Maybe this had to do with your family. Whatever it is, you're definitely gifted. I feel like I'm talking to a priest right now, or even like a prophet. I feel like it's taking you back to the beginning, like even before you were conceived. You have access to all of this information, all of this knowledge. You know where you came from. 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Somebody broke your heart and you mended those wounds. So now you know people who have a broken heart, and when I say broken heart, this is 24/7. All swords. This is depression. Even people having a heart attack, people with a weak heart. You can heal that. And you can see it. You can sense when somebody is about to get sick. Deliver me from my enemies, oh my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. You're so much stronger than anybody that is even considering attacking you. First of all, they're attacking you because they're jealous. And anything that they do to you is just going to add to your abundance, because it's more for you to overcome. It's just like adding weights to the barbell, or like a weighting as a exercising metaphor. You're just going to get stronger. It's just going to be more that you're able to lift. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. And I'm also feeling like whoever came towards you to attack you is going to see God face to face. You're going to show them who you work for, and they're going to become your disciples. Like Saul, something about being detrimental. And I also got the word harm. Like whoever is trying to harm you is ultimately harming themselves. Like sticking their finger in a socket. And that is going to be detrimental to their health. As far as them working for the devil, they can no longer do that. So they've lost their passion and purpose in life, or whatever. They're going to have to get over it. And also that it's going to be devastating to them. I could be talking to a Cancer. Something about sus. I also hear in Jesus. I-S. Somebody's name could start with an I. Resuscitate. This could be a Sagittarius. Russia. CIA. CIA. SIE. Somebody's name could start with an A. You could have gotten straight A's. This could be a Alcoholic Anonymous. I'm getting AAA. Somebody could be calling AAA. EF. Somebody raining on your parade. A referee. You start with an R, an E, an F, a U, an S, an I. FIA. This could have something to do with some loans you took out. Those loans are being forgiven. Any more? Yeah, I'm feeling like that's all for now.